Welcome all of you. So this is the video session on the subject engineering graphics. So in this video, I will give you an idea about or I will explain the solutions of the previous year questions from engineering graphics Cbse. So this is the first question. So we will directly go to the first question. So this is the first question. In first angle method of projection, so four options is given. The first option is the object lies between the observer and plane of projection. The second option B is the plane of projection lies between the observer and the object. And the option C, the observer lies between the object and the plane of projection. And option D, the object lies between the poles. Okay, so here in this question, the first thing is the projection type. So first angle projection. So first we have to understand what is first angle projection. What do you mean by first angle projection? Then in the options, you can see that different terms like object, observer, and plane of projection. So we have to understand object, then observer, and the plane of projection. Plane of projection. Plane of projection. So we have to understand what is first angle projection, then object, observer, and plane of projection. Then only we can answer this question. Okay, so in first angle method of projection, where is the position of the object, where is the position of the observer, and where is the plane of projection? So we have to understand about different types of projections. So there are four different types of projections. Four types of projections. First is first angle projection, then second angle projection, and third angle projection, and fourth angle projection. Fourth angle projection. Okay. So we have to, so I will explain these four types of projections with the help of quadrants. So I will open the quadrant. Okay. So this is the quadrant system in projection. Okay. So our space is divided into four regions. So this is our space, and our space is divided into four regions with the help of two planes. This plane is called a vertical plane. This plane is called a vertical plane, and perpendicular to this vertical plane, that means 90 degree to the vertical plane, there is another plane that is called a horizontal plane. This is the horizontal plane. This is the horizontal plane. Horizontal plane. This is the horizontal plane. So our space is divided into four regions, and these four regions are called first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. With the help of this two planes. So this is called planes of projection. So planes of projection. Planes of projection. planes of projection. That is the horizontal plane and vertical plane. So this is called the planes of projection. And these two planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane, are 90-degree perpendicular to each other. And this region is called the first quadrant. Okay, the above HP and in front of VP, that is the first quadrant. Above horizontal plane and behind VP, that is the second quadrant. Below horizontal plane and behind VP, that is the third quadrant. And below HP and in front of VP, that is the fourth quadrant. Okay, so I hope the four quadrants, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. And our object, say for example, our object is a cone. If this is my object, okay, so this is my object. So my object is in first quadrant, then this is called a first angle projection. First angle projection. First angle projection. If my object is situated in the second quadrant, then this is called a second angle projection. This is called a second angle projection. Second angle projection. And if the cone is situated in the third quadrant, then this is called a third angle projection. This is called a third angle projection. This is called a third angle projection. And if the object is situated in fourth quadrant, then this is called a fourth angle projection. Then this is called a fourth angle projection. Okay. And here you can see this is the position of the observer. So our question is, in first angle projection, where the position of the observer, object, and the plane, that is the question. Okay, so in first angle projection, the position is like this: observer, object, and plane of projection. Observer, object, and plane of projection. So if in the case of second quadrant, what is the case? Observer, plane of projection, and object. That is the second quadrant. Say if we are considering third quadrant, observer, plane of projection, and object. And in the case of fourth quadrant, observer, object, and plane of projection. Okay, so our problem is the object is in first quadrant. So our object is in first quadrant. So the positions are, so this is the observer. Okay, so this is the observer, and when the observer view into this object, I will get the front view of this cone here in this plane. Okay, FV. We can see FV represents the front view. So this is the observer, then this is the object, and this is the plane of projection. This is the plane of projection. This is the plane of projection. Okay, so this is the answer: observer, object, and plane of projection. So again, we will go to the question once again. Okay, so once again, the question: in first angle method of projection, the object lies between the observer and the plane of projection. Okay, so I will draw once again, I will draw the quadrant. So this is the quadrant. Okay, so this is HP and this is VP and this is my object. Okay, so here cone is my object. So this is the object and this is the observer and this is the plane of projection. Plane of projection. So in first angle projection, the object lies between, so this cone is the object lies between the observer and the plane of projection. So the answer is Answer is option A. So option A. So answer is option A. Answer is option A. I hope it's clear. So what is the second option? The plane of projection lies between the observer and the object. Okay, so this is wrong. Okay, plane of projection. So this is the plane of projection between the observer and the object. That means that is in the second quadrant. That means second angle projection. So the option B is wrong. Then what is the third option? The observer lies between the object and the plane of projection. So observer is in between the object and the plane of projection. So that is again wrong. The object lies between the poles. That is again wrong. So first angle projection means object is in first quadrant. So the object, so here I am taking the object as cone. So the object lies between the observer and the plane of projection. So the answer is, so this is the answer. Answer is A. Answer is A. The object lies between the observer and the plane of projection. Thank you.